Hunchback of Notre Dame by Victor Hugo. I really wanted to read this book, even though I knew it has gotten a lot of negative attention because the book is quite long-winded. There are entire chapters, like 25-page sections of the book, where Hugo will just go into exhaustive detail about the architecture of Notre Dame Cathedral or the streets of medieval Paris. But the book I happened to read was an abridged version, so it cut all of that out. So that is something I would kind of recommend right off the bat, is that I would recommend getting an abridged version that cuts out that stuff just for the sake of readability. But that's up to you. Hugo wrote this because Notre Dame Cathedral was in a very bad state of disrepair. During the French Revolution, the cathedral was used like as an armory or something, and they melted down the bells of the cathedral to make cannonballs. The priests had broken all the stained glass windows because they thought it was ugly. They thought the Gothic architecture of the cathedral was ugly. So there was serious consideration to tearing down Notre Dame Cathedral entirely. And so Hugo wrote the book because he wanted to preserve the cathedral and he wanted to show, like, yes, this is actually a beautiful building. So that's why he wrote this book. And it had the success he wanted. Because of the book, a lot of people went to Paris specifically to see Notre Dame Cathedral. And that inspired the people who controlled Notre Dame Cathedral to invest money in it to preserve it. So Notre Dame Cathedral very likely exists to this day thanks to this book by Victor Hugo. Now, I can't go into much more detail than that. I got to make this pretty quick, but I was really actually liking the book quite a bit. But the thing that was really bothering the hell out of me is that every time it would talk about Esmeralda, the gypsy, it would say about how she has a little pout on her face. Almost every time it would refer to her, it would say something about her little pout, her little pout. Almost every time it refers to her, I swear to God, her pouting face, her cute little pout. It was so tiresome. I could not stand it anymore. Even though I was liking the book, it was driving me crazy. Every time I saw, oh, her little pout. Finally, I could take it no more, and I had to quit the book about 100 pages in or so. I don't know why, if you're going to have an abridged version, please cut that out. It made the book so unreadable to me. I just couldn't read it anymore. That triggered my brain so much. So yeah, I appreciate that Hugo wrote this book to preserve Notre Dame Cathedral, and it exists to this day thanks to this book. So I fully respect that. I appreciate that. I really like the book with those exhaustive 25-page chapters cut out, but I just wish they would have also cut out all the references to Esmeralda's pouting face. That drove me crazy, so it made me DNF the book. If you can look past that, I would probably give the book 4 or 5 stars. It's just pretty well written, and I like it. I will, however, give one last warning. It does not have a happy ending like in the cartoon.